AskReddit by Whove. People in their 20s, how's life? I feel like I'm really behind but hoping I'll get there someday. I keep swapping back and forth between I have so much time and I'm so behind. You're only behind if you run their race. Don't. Get yourself out of it and you'll realize you're further ahead than you ever imagined. Things are built in a way that intentionally makes it hard to break out of the life events chain set out for you. There are always reasons why you can't drop it all and go be the person you actually are. Really good, impossible to ignore reasons. Do it anyway. Shitty. What's fucked up is that it doesn't actually get better. You're on the peak years of your fitness and have more potential now than you ever will again, but most won't manage to make use of and realize that potential. Wage cage, burdens and commitments, ever-lessening freedom and ability to fight against the current forged by modern cultures that's pulling you towards your grave after a life of just barely having enough. But hey, there's reality TV, and look what this celebrity just did. Num. Jingly jangly keys, look at the shiny thing, don't think about it, just go to work and come home and consume and exist, but don't live. I got out of the wage cage mind slavery system at 29, and at 33 I can honestly say the idea of going back to life resembling a normal existence sounds worse than death. An absolute fucking roller coaster. More like an euthanasia coaster. My performance is lacking. Actually, I've had the worst year of my life during the past year. I fight for my own life within my own head every single day. I see you. And NBSP. Same. Beautiful complicated. Not good. Literally experiencing quarter life crisis lately. You aren't alone every few weeks for me. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. OP asked about your 20s not 40s. I wasted my 20s doing what I didn't get to do in my teens. Now I'm going to waste my 30s. I'll be 30 in just a little over a year, doing what I couldn't do in my 20s, or at least that's the plan. Some of us are just late bloomers by nature, sometimes just due to life circumstances, or a little bit of both. What matters is to never stop dreaming. Don't dwell on the past, always look for the next best thing. If you are already deep into getting a major that's going to pay good money, go through with it, yes, even if it's for the money. Money gives you more freedom. That's just how the world works. It's probably hard to accept hearing that at your age. I was like that too, but it's just a fact. If you set yourself up financially, then you could do whatever you want without a care in the world. Same, 30s are the new 20s, 40s are the new 30s. Chronic sinus infection for the last year and life is beating my ass. Praying for you. Financially stressful all the time. I'm tired. My joints hurt. I desperately want a joint. In my sideshow Bob repeatedly stepping on rakes era. Miserable. 21 pretty shit. Confusing. Limbo. I like both cartoons and politics. Friends are getting married. People are talking about mortgages and interest rates. And I don't know what to do with my life at all. Stressful. Lack of time. So much to do in a day and only got 24 hours. Don't ask. A. Hopeless. Almost 23, working a full-time job and amp. Graduated university but still can't afford anything. I live with my parents still, which isn't awful. I know I'll miss it one day. Housing prices in Canada are awful. So are grocery prices and everything else. Fellow Canadian here. I lived with my parents until 26 years old, now 35. The next 3-5 years of your life is crucial. You have the ability to absolutely crush your peers in regards to your savings rate. Get 2, 3, 10 jobs if necessary and keep extremely focused motivated for the next 3-7 years. The first $250,000 is the hardest but will set you up for life. All the best. FHSA, TFSA, and not doing what your friends do will get you there. In all things genuinely meaningful, travel, relationships, freedom, health, beauty, spirit, life is a dream and I have an abundance of things to be grateful for. On the other hand, as far as career, income, ownership, internal validation, as opposed to external, and confidence go, I am feeling increasingly hopeless and practically wishing my life away in the sense that every day I basically can't wait to be in my 30-40s to hopefully have these things figured out. The current job market is killing me, and questioning my own inadequacies, even more so. Internal validation is a struggle here as well. Hopefully this disappears by at least 30. 29. Fucked. 28. Fucking exhausted. I've had enough. Great, but really getting over the fact that if I grew up in the era my parents did, I'd be financially set, but instead I'm grinding paycheck to paycheck due to taxes, rates and bills completely out of my control. Yup,